Alright, so while I was installing the Silent Alpha in the SR25, I thought it would actually be a good opportunity to make a quick video exactly on why the theory is what it is right now with HPA and accuracy compared to AEG. And the big thing is how, especially with the Kythera, the strength of the nozzle is incredibly strong with the brass. It's being forced forward by the air pressure of the engine entirely, so if you're operating at 120 psi, you're pushing forward at 120 psi. The Wolverine is nice because it's a hybrid design with a spring return. It's a stronger spring than a typical tappet from an AEG. But the idea is you want the tension of the lips to be just tight enough that pushing the BB into the bucking doesn't compress the nozzle. But there should be resistance, because if there's no resistance and it can just fall right through like that, just woo! There's nothing stopping the BB, so it's never in the same spot in the bucking at the same time. Wolverine has their Phoenix Hopup with an infinitely adjustable tensioner to apply force on the lips, so they, squeeze the BB more. Now, with Silent Alpha, they finally have something for all the regular version 2 peasants that aren't on MTW Live that uses these little rings to support the bucking lips. Keeps it from spreading open, right? So now it can't just fall right through. It actually takes a little bit of force. Now, you don't want to be so forceful again that it compresses the nozzle, because then you'll run into jamming. But you do want to go as tight as you can without having the jamming effect applied. So you want to look at how well these rings fit around the lips. And they are concave on the inside. I don't know how well GoPro's going to pick that up, but so yeah, they are one way. So that way they fit the conical nature of the lips themselves. And you just want to pick your best fitting one. But I wanted to just kind of make a quick thing as far as, hey, I've got a whole bunch of buckings here. How about I show you guys what ones fit what? Now that I've got one of every size that Silent Industries offers. Because they do have recommended rings and such, but I just wanted to verify it myself. So I'm finding already that the Begadi Fly 5, Mag 5, SHP 5, any of the Begadis, they do want the tightest ring, and that was listed on their website that they recommend the triple ring, very tight ring. And then the single ring, which is actually kind of hard to see, that was still a little loose for the Begadi Buckings. So now let's just move next in line. Let's try a Silicone Mr. Hop. All right, so let's start with the triple ring on the Maple Leaf Mr. Hop. And again, we're looking to make sure that we can still... So like this is already having trouble seating the ring all the way. It's so damn tight. So there's probably a case here where the BB won't even go through. Yeah, it barely poked through that. That was really restrictive. So let's go to the next looser one. And again, let's see how much force. That's about what the Wolverine MTW is at. I think that would be a good ring size. I would say the tight. I'll try the medium that comes with the kit. This doesn't have any rings on it. Yeah, I think that one's just a smidge loose. So yeah, Maple Leaf Silicone Mr. Hop, I would say to go with the tight ring. And I guess I might as well ramble about the fact that a lot of the HPA game just recommends a Promi Purple or G&G Green with the mound, because what that allows is it's a very intrusive mound. So even if the lips aren't tight enough, the BB and nozzle are going to stop at the mound because it's pinching so tight to put a hop up. So that's great for indoor and short range use, but this is for a solution for long range accuracy. So you can use the large patch or large mound bucking styles like the Mr. Hop, like the Begadis, or the Maple Leaf Super even. So we're just going through and saying what rings tend to behave the best with which. This is an old school Maple Leaf. If you're still rocking one of these, maybe you put it on an R Hop and never had to change it since. Just all the ones I got laying around. So let's start with, they recommended a white ring on the Maple Leaf. Oh, but that's just wobbling around. That's not doing anything. Still wobbling. Tight ring. That looks right. So I think Maple Leafs might be... Oop, that still went all the way through. Okay. Very tight. How about that? Old school maple leaf. Does it need a tight ring? Oh, it doesn't even save it. How about that? So old school maple leafs, not great for HPA. Next on, we've got a rubber maple leaf, Mr. Hop. So let's just jump straight to tight, just like the silicone version. Ooh, that was very difficult. I think that's too tight. They recommended white rings, but the silicone definitely wanted to be tighter. All right, so we're trying the medium ring now. Yeah, I think I go with the medium on that one, the black ring, for a maple leaf. Next up, the very popular G&G green. Let's start with the extremely tight, just work our way up. Yeah, so I can't even get the BB through. Okay, tight level. Still too tight. Let's try the medium. Yeah, go medium on that one. Now this is the old school Freedom DMR bucking that I didn't realize was so great. It has a decently snug bucking lips. And I used it for our hop setup, so I had the mount completely gone. I was just using it for the seal lips, and apparently this is actually one of the better options for battling this problem. Like, it already has a pretty good grab on the BB without a ring. So, if it already has a pretty good grab, it probably is pretty narrow. So yeah, this medium is too loose. Let's just jump straight to super tight. And that's my wings are done. This was a bucking choice in the Freedom DMR for its tighter lips. I didn't know that I did it for that, but apparently that's why it was so successful. Actually, looking at it, there are 3 nubs inside of the Madbull lips to have extra tension for the BB passing through. So this shouldn't require much of a ring. See, right now they're stuck on those mounds, not the ring. So that's probably what helped that out this whole time. So let's try the tight. Not very tight, this is just tight. So single ring. Didn't see much difference there, but I do think, because it looks like, yeah, there's more slop on the ring this way. So I think it's more about those mounds inside of the lips that made it so great. So I'd say do the tight, not very tight, and rely on those ribs on the inside to grab the BB. So that's probably why that works so great. Last one to try, a Madbull Blue. This does not have internal ribs on the lips. Only the red did. Interesting. All right, Madbull Blue. What does it want? Went straight back to tight. That's looking pretty decent. Yeah, but definitely the old maple leafs are junk for this. Definitely junk. So I think overall the best options for fitment is definitely Madbull Red is #1. The I'd say the SHP and the maple leaf Buckings are very close for best fitment. In comparison, I can compare it to the Wolverine MTW with the Phoenix Hopup and a maple leaf 70-degree blue, because that is shooting lasers and ghosts MTW. So that's going to be my rule of thumb for try to hit that level of resistance going through. Let's see how the next game day goes with an SHP7 with a very tight ring.